Yeah, that's right. Kit Kat. But not just any Kit Kat. Canadian Kit Kat. We're back with another video looking at some more delicious Canadian snacks, our neighbors to the north. Today, it's Kit Kat bars. Canadian Kit Kats are not like American Kit Kats. Nestle's makes Kit Kat bars for a majority of the world. Hershey's makes Kit Kat bars in America. Someday I'll do a comparison on the Hershey's of the US versus Canada. But today, we're going to look at a whole bunch of Kit Kats from Canada. Some unique flavors, stuff that I have not seen in the US. Doesn't mean it's not out there, but these are all from Canada, Ontario to be specific. I'm going to rate them all on a scale of 1 to 5 maple leafs. So let's dig into some Kit Kats and see what we got going on. I'm going to start off things pretty simple with roasted almond Kit Kats. Alright, here we are, roasted almond. You can see little specks of almond in there. Kit Kat bars are not known for having nuts in their candy. Of the various chocolate bars, you don't really think of Kit Kats going that route. So the almond is a different mixes it up a little bit. Not bad. Not bad. I would say usually, Kit Kats have a crunch anyway. So, I mean, I almost wonder if the almonds almost get a little lost in the shuffle. It's a little bit redundant. I'm not sure if it's needed. To be quite honest, when it comes to a Kit Kat bar, it's not bad by any stretch, but it just doesn't blow me away. I think there's a reason why you never really see nuts of any kind with Kit Kats a lot, because I just don't think it needs to be there. I'll give it 3 maple leafs, though. Next, we're going to do Hazelnut Crunch. So we go from almonds to hazelnuts. All right, Hazelnut Crunch. Interesting. Once again, a nut element to the Kit Kat that I just don't think of. I love Nutella. I love hazelnut. At first when I saw this, I thought it was going to be like a hazelnut spread, but I don't think so. Alright, this is different. This is good. When I had the almond one, it just seemed unnecessary. Didn't really add anything to the Kit Kat. And that's not the case here with the Hazelnut Crunch. I'm definitely getting the hazelnut Nutella action kind of going here. I'm liking this a lot. 4 maple leafs. Next we have salted caramel, or caramel, whichever you prefer. Alright, salted caramel Kit Kats. Salted caramel, it's one of those things that a lot of candy companies don't do very well. You either get the caramel but no salt in a lot of cases. But I have to say, I'm getting the salt here, which is not something you get a lot of times with these salted caramel chocolates. But yeah, I'm certainly getting the caramel part, but especially in the back end, you get that saltiness, which is interesting. I'm not a huge salted caramel guy myself, but for what it is, this is actually delivering. I'm actually pretty impressed. I was not expecting that. Thought they were going to mail it in, especially being like a big corporate brand. Sometimes the salted caramel chocolates that are done like by small chocolatiers, they know what they're doing, but usually a brand like Kit Kat, not so much. No, I'm going to give that 3 maple leafs. 3.5. Next up is double chocolate. I feel like it's probably hard to screw up double chocolate. We'll see. I mean, it's chocolate. I'm trying to reach in to see how much double chocolate. There is an extra little layer of chocolate on the top that's different from the normal chocolate coating and the chocolate that's normally between the wafers. So there's something else there. I'm just not sure if it's enough to really take it to that next level of double chocolate. Oh, it's fine, but I don't think it's delivering on the double chocolate promise. So for that, 2 maple leafs. Next up, we have orange Kit Kats. These should be interesting. So these orange Kit Kats are the first flavor that when I just initially saw them, it took me back to the Japanese Kit Kats that I know and love. I went to Japan, and I was like a kid in a candy store, literally buying as many weird Kit Kats as I could. And orange Kit Kats is kind of a flavor that I would expect in the Japanese line. They've been known for doing Kit Kats in different fruit flavors. In Japan, I had grape Kit Kats in Japan, watermelon Kit Kats, and you wouldn't think grape or watermelon chocolate would be good, and it was. So orange is the easiest you could do. I mean, orange chocolate's pretty prevalent. Anyway, but it's the first one that we've had here today that kind of reminded me of something that you'd see out in Japan. It smells very orangey. Just opening it, I was like, whew. So they're not messing around there. Yeah, no, I mean, this is legit on the orange chocolate. Full disclosure, I'm not a huge orange chocolate guy by any stretch, but for what it is, once again, they're delivering. Like, if you like orange chocolate and you like Kit Kats, you're going to like these. So for that reason, I'm giving it 4.5 maple leafs. Next up, we have KitKat Pops. Little bite-sized Kit Kats, apparently. They had these in other different chocolate bar flavors as well. So let's see how these go. Alright, KitKat Pops. I feel like I've eaten these, or not these exact things, but something similar at like movie theaters. You know, kind of like bite-sized versions of candy bars. I feel like that's a thing at movie theaters, right? Well, here they are. I mean, they're little small, little bites. Yeah. You know, just not enough Kit Kat. And this is a problem when you do something like this. You know, Kit Kats are built with the wafer, and you really can't stick that much wafer into a little ball. So these are a fail. Like, they're not horrible. I'm not spitting them out or anything, but like, there's not enough. Not enough Kit Kat in these. There's no break. So for that reason, I give it 1 maple leaf. Today we're going to end with Kit Kat Chunky Popcorn. Now this Kit Kat Chunky, there are several other Kit Kat Chunkies out there actually that I'm trying to chase down. But today we've got Kit Kats made with a layer of popcorn. So let's give this a shot. Alright, we're going to end today with the Kit Kat Chunky Popcorn Bar. Now as you can see, it's a larger size, not your typical wafer, smaller one. I did see these were available in the UK as well, so they may have originated there. There's quite a bit of synergy, I find, between UK and Canadian candy bar lines. So that's not a surprise. So that's why they might have originated there instead of Canada. But either way, I'm intrigued by the idea of popcorn in a Kit Kat. That's weird. I don't know if you can see that. There's like a layer of like popcorn on the top. I'm not really sure how that works. Like, do you like take a bunch of popcorn and like mush it up and then like squeeze it out of a tube to put it in as a layer of something? That's interesting. But yeah, that's really weird, but not bad. Yeah. Yeah, there's like legit popcorn layer. with the Kit Kat. And a little bit of saltiness in there too. It's strange, but it works. I wasn't sure if it was going to. I didn't know really what it meant to have, like, how do you put popcorn into a candy bar? I guess you do it with some sort of top secret popcorn extrusion tube. I don't know what that is. It sounds painful, but this works. This is 21st century ingenuity at its finest. For what this is, I'm giving it 5 Maple Leafs. I got to do it. Is it chunky? I guess it's chunky, but it certainly is popcorn inside of a candy bar. I've never seen that before, so you win, Kit Kat. You win. So there you have it. Canadian Kit Kats. Overall, they did a good job. I was impressed with the hazelnut. That really popped for me. And then Kit Kats with popcorn in it. Call me a believer. And if you like orange chocolate, Kit Kats with the orange chocolate, it really worked. It was a strong, effervescent scent. Meanwhile, the almond ones, not so much. Same with the KitKat Pop balls. Those were lacking. Kind of reminded me of the KitKat chocolate eggs for Easter that I tried in a previous video. Nice effort, but just not enough actual KitKat within the sphere. Oh well, they tried. So that's all for today, and you have a great weekend, and I'm going to stuff my face with Kit Kats.